Welcome back to A Brit in Poland. Firstly, an apology. I'm sorry I haven't been quite so active lately. I know I haven't posted on this channel in a few weeks, but there is method behind the madness. I had to return to the UK for a spell because, well, family is very important to me. Also, if you watch my unfiltered channel, you will see that I finally released a video for that. And I saw my first Jeek for the first time in Warsaw, which is pretty cool. And of course, I've been traveling, as always. Yeah, the last place I went to was Kalisz. Amazing place. Really recommend it. Uh, the video will come in a few months when I catch up on the backlog. But today I want to talk to you about something that I'm really excited about and something which has been consuming me for the last couple of weeks and will continue to consume me for years, probably. Um, Essentially, I am trying to create the ultimate guide to Poland. And you might say, you're a Brit, you're not from here. How on earth are you going to do that? Well, I can already say that I've traveled more of Poland than a lot of Polish people. If there's anyone in the comments that has seen more of Poland than I have, feel free to shout about it. Um, but as you can see from my map here, I've been pretty much all over now. There are still plenty of places to explore. What I am doing is building a list, a master list of what people should know Poland has to offer. As it stands now, it's around 700 items. And no, these are not all things that I've personally been to, but they are places I know about, places I intend to go to one day if I haven't been already. I've probably been to over half of them. But yeah, let me be honest with you. I am doing this on my own. Of course, over the years, you guys have given me lots of wonderful suggestions on places to go. And there are places like I'm dying to get to, like Sanok, which is like very high priority this year. I am also going to be walking the Eagle's Nest Trail in June. I'm hoping I survive. If you don't get videos from me after for a while in June, assume I didn't make it. Uh, but I'm sure it will be fine. Poland is safe unless I get attacked by a bear or struck by lightning or something. I'm sure I will be absolutely fine. But to do this quest, I'm just going to start by saying I will appreciate anything you can offer. So I want you to keep that in mind while watching this video, because your one comment to talk about one place you love not only helps me to complete my spreadsheet, it can give me motivation to visit a place, to do a video about it. Um, and yeah, I think I probably will credit people as well. But yes, so how did all this crazy idea start? So I've created spreadsheets before, lists of places I want to go. But I realized no matter how much I travel, I'm probably not going to see all of Poland. Maybe in my lifetime, I will see 80%, maybe 85, I don't know. And it got me thinking, I wish I'd started earlier when I first moved here. But secondly, when I first moved here, I had no idea about this country. I had no idea where to go. And I think a lot of people who visit Poland, even people who live in Poland, often don't realize what is available. So when I started this project, I had the mindset of like, right, what can I build that will help people to discover this country? Because there is a lot to discover, an insane amount to discover. But it's not just about helping people discover things, it's about making it fun. And what I want to do is build some products that anyone can use. And they will be categorized. So we'll have like, historical important things, culturally important, things related to faith, things, food and drink, I have a section called Discovery, which is all about quirky, random things that you're like, there's that in Poland. Um, I have a lot of different segmentations that I'm classifying things into. But secondly, not only will I create a nice structure that's easy to follow, I want to create like achievements. One of the things that a lot of my friends do is they collect stamps when they're going around the various tourist sites, and they love collecting those. And then you can get the stamps for like the was it the 28 tallest peaks in Poland as well. So I want to build kind of badges and achievements. So as you tick things off your list, you will be rewarded with a little visual thing that's a little bit of fun, and also gives you that kind of, yeah, sense of achievement. And the thing is, Poland is incredibly underrated as a country. Some of the stuff I have discovered, during my travels, has truly inspired me. It's really, really excited me. And coming from like as an outsider, coming as someone who doesn't have the deep traditional backgrounds that Polish people do. Of course, I have my English traditions, my English background, but that's been muted so much. But anyway, that's a different subject. But I go to places like last year I discovered Liechtenstein, and people who view my channel will know I'm not the most religious person. I have a deep respect for religion, in particular Christianity, because well, that's my faith, that's where I come from, that's my heritage. But when I discovered Liechtenstein, thanks to my friend Paulina, we organised a trip. We camped by a lake there. It was awesome. And then the first moment that I saw this basilica over the lake, I'm like glinting gold in the sun. I'm like, wow, okay, I cannot wait to see that. And then when I actually got around the complex, and it's one of the biggest churches in the world, when you take in the total area of the place, and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Has an incredible Kovari, yeah, and there was that. But also, I just said to myself, how did I not even hear of this place before? And this is the big problem with Poland. There are a lot of places that are truly amazing that nobody has heard of. And I'm really trying to see these places. I'm going to be going to the Polish desert as part of my Eagle's Nest Trail. Really excited for that. Seeing like the dunes in Weber was incredible. Seeing things like the Skull Chapel by Godova Zdrój. It's like, wow, like amazing, amazing, absolutely incredible story, and just something you just don't expect to see. Um, Spending all the time in the mountains is like my favorite thing to do. I love the solitude and I love the beauty of Polish nature. For the first time this year, I'm going to be going to Brzicko. That's my plan for July, and I really cannot wait to see the proper Polish lakes. I've seen a lot of lakes in Poland, a lot of beautiful lakes in Poland, but seeing the proper Polish lake, like the big ones, yeah. And yeah, oh my god, there are so many things. I really want to explore Pomerania more, and really dive into Kashubian culture. I think this is one of my projects for next year. There are just so many places in Poland that I don't know. Like maybe I'm just a bit crazy, but this country has so much to offer, so much. But let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm planning here. So at the moment, I'm compiling a list of places. I'm categorizing them, category, subcategory, place name, you know, building a giant spreadsheet because, I'm a project manager. What else am I going to do with my life? Um, but then importantly, I'm, marking the locations. So like the city or the voivodeship, having interesting notes about each place. And what I want to do with all this information, which I'm continually adding to, is I want to turn it into like discovery packs for people. And What I was thinking is there would be a few different types of pack. There would be like city packs for people who like, I just want to go to Krakow and I want to know what there is to do in Krakow and maybe know some day trips. Okay, we'll do a pack for Krakow. A pack for Warsaw, a pack for Wrocław, a pack for Gdansk. The places where all the tourists go. But I also want to do regional packs. If you're in like Lesser Poland or Małopolska, what is there to see around that region? What is there to see in Greater Poland? What is there to see in Pomerania? And I want to be able to point people so that they can trip plan, so that they can discover some of these cool things. And then maybe I'll have some specific packs, like if you really want to explore Polish castles, here is a list of like the castles you have to see. Um, Polish underground, maybe like, if you want to go on a World War II tour. I welcome suggestions for you guys if you think of like certain packs, but each pack will, I'm aiming to have like an animated map or at least some kind of map that you can interact with, a whole list of places to tick off, achievements, any recommendations which I think are good, local food and drink you should try. And food and drink is probably one of the areas you guys can help me the most because I'm not a big foodie. Okay, I'm a slightly big guy, but I'm not a big foodie. So if you have like local dishes that you personally love, that you think, okay, everyone should know about this, everyone should try this, then please share. If you have a place that you visited and been like, oh my God, I love this so much, please tell me. Or even if it's just some little local treasure, you know, like I really love this statue. It's incredible. Or this park is amazing. Or oh, but you should try this museum. It tells you a lot about such and such. Anything. I am open to all of your suggestions, and I think with the audience I have, a lot of people who are very passionate about Poland, we can really help to make something together. And maybe I'll do a slight discount for channel subscribers. I'm trying to think because, yeah, of course, I'm going to try and make a little bit of money off these packs when I eventually build them. But that's like a side thing, really. And the thing is, I'm still discovering stuff on my own. Still have plenty of trips planned, plenty of trips like forward thinking of places I want to go. But anything you can suggest will just help to speed things up. Because after 8 years, man, I mean, when I've been putting this list together, one thing that kind of surprised me a bit is how much context I have about Poland now, about the history, about the significance, about do not list that as quirky, because if you list that as quirky, people are going to yell at you. So I think this is one advantage I can give. I have this context. But yes, so I'm hoping this project will be shaped by the community. And also, I hope that your ideas, as I've said before, will become future videos, places that I would never have dreamt of going. And you're like, yeah, come on, I've been to Radom, I'll go anywhere, right? But yes, and the thing is, Poland will continue to surprise me for as long as I'm alive, because I don't intend to leave this country. I honestly would want to stay here for as long as I possibly can and really make a life here and really do what I can to make this country an even better place than it is now without changing a thing. The only thing I want to do is spread awareness, encourage tourism, and allow people to really explore it, to really see, okay, what does Poland have to offer? How can I be surprised next? And yes, so the adventure continues. But I really appreciate you spending the time to watch this video if you have. I have plenty, probably have about 20 videos in my backlog. I need a clone. Guys, um, if anyone has access to cloning technology, I could really use a second me just so I can spend time on multiple videos. Uh, Also, I'm really hoping to get a better laptop. Bless this thing, it's been keeping me going for a while, but I figured out it can't process 4K. And Now that AI's come along, maybe the chip isn't ideal. I need more storage space, more RAM. And sadly, technology is expensive when you need the good stuff. So yeah, that's another motivation for this project. If I can get a little bit of extra money, then I can get better equipment and I can make Poland look even better. But anyway, that wasn't me begging, that was just me thinking out loud. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please drop a comment with something you love, someplace you think I might have missed, some little local quirky flavor. But I've been a Brit in Poland, and I will see you very soon. Plenty more videos to come. Do zobaczenia.